Hello to everyone watching this video. My name's Adam Gold. You can see me down in the bottom corner of the screen there. Thought I'd put my picture up to put a face to the name. I run a Wix partner agency. I'm a Wix expert. I'm sitting here at my computer and I thought I'd just throw together a quick video. It's, the 10th of May 2020. We're in the middle of a lockdown because of coronavirus. And I'm getting a lot of inquiries from people on SEO. How to implement a good SEO strategy. Can I do my own SEO? How does this work? And this is for those people out there who do their own websites on Wix, but maybe haven't experienced the Wix SEO wizard. I want to talk you through it today, just to outline how it works and what it can do for you. Just before I start, I just want to make it clear, SEO is a never-ending race. You should constantly be looking to update your online portfolio, your website, your social media, whatever it might be, keywords. So what you implement one day may not be relevant or as relevant in a week or a month or a few months' time. You need to keep at it. Everyone out there is trying to do the same thing and get to the top of those search engine listings. So let's go over to Wix. I make no bones about it. This video isn't going to be all singing, all dancing and professional. I'm not a videographer in that respect, but it will be informative. So what I've got here is an example website. This is a template for an Indian restaurant. It can be adapted for any other restaurant if you like. And it's just one that I have floating around, a template that I designed that could be used by someone. This is the home page. We've got about, reservations, gallery, contact, and a blog. A couple of social media icons at the top here, phone number. It's a fairly standard setup, but there's no SEO behind this. Now, SEO, search engine optimization, has many facets to it. There's a lot of things you're going to want to look at, like link building, optimization, image optimization, keywords. And keywords is where mainly the Wix SEO wizard comes into its own. So although it won't replace a really good, solid SEO strategy that's done by a professional who pays for software and has knowledge, it's a really good start and it can help you get noticed. Okay, so let's have a look at how we do this. When we're on our website here, we go to the drop down, have a look at our pages, and right at the bottom, you'll see it says Manage Pages. This is where you need to go. So for any page that you have now, you've got three dots at the end of it, which will give you options. If I just click on that for my home page, and you'll see there Settings, SEO, Google, Social Share, various other options. And it may be that you know about these already if you're a Wix user. So I'm going to go to SEO, Google. It focuses on Google because, well, let's face it, in the high 90% of those who do searches online are going to do it on Google. It makes perfect sense to focus on that search engine. So we click that button and we go to SEO Wiz, the SEO wizard. And that'll just take a moment to load there, and it will guide you through a process of how to set up a keyword strategy, plus other tips that it gives you along the way. So we get to pick our keywords, follow a personalized plan, and get your website ranked. It's pretty subjective. As I say, everyone's doing the same thing, but it would be good to get a website highly ranked, especially in these times. And of course, moving forward and planning for when we're out of lockdown and we want our businesses to thrive. So we click on Start Now. What's your business site or site name? Well, of course, it's a template, but let's just say I call this Indian restaurant. I appreciate it's not very inventive, but I should also learn how to spell. There we go. Okay. I need to move my picture there out of the way so I can click on the next button. You don't need to see me anymore. You're not missing much. Do you have a business location? So let's say yes, I do. I live in Kempston near Bedford. If I put in Bedford, UK, it can help to geolocate my business. How would you describe your business? So this is where you want to choose three keywords. These keywords are going to form the backbone of your search engine strategy. And of course, you're probably going to want to do some research into what those words are. I'm going to cover that in another video shortly. But if you look at my blog page, you'll see there are various other videos, various other articles that will cover keywords and tools online that you can use to find them. So I'm going to be subjective. I'm going to use my brain a little bit and think, okay, what three keywords or phrases can describe my business or the services that you offer? So I'm going to put curry, takeaway, restaurant. Very quick and easy. You'll want to think about it in more detail. I get that, but it can give you the basis of a strategy. So then I'm going to click this button. It's going to create an SEO plan for me. It's not just going to throw the whole website into this SEO plan. It's going to give me some options along the way. Sometimes it will ask me if I want to change these in favor of other words. It hasn't done it this time. So you can always hit settings, go back and change any of the details that you want. And you can do that now. You can do that a few months down the line if you find one of your keywords isn't performing or another one's performing better. Here we go. Analyze my keywords here. We'll take the keywords and tell you if something else is more popular. Interesting throwback here. Curtain manufacturer, curative hypnotherapist. It's not quite hit the nail on the head here. It's got nothing to do with my website, so I'm going to stick with what I've got. Same with takeaway, and again, I'm not sure what's going on. It's normally a little bit more precise than this. But look, there we go, restaurant. If we look at this green bar here, Indian restaurant has got more hits, more people searching for that key term. So actually, I'm going to change to Indian restaurant. It makes sense to do that. So that's an example of how analyzing the keywords can help. That's a very basic tool, but it's better than nothing. I'll resave that. So here we go, back into our SEO plan. If I scroll down a little bit, you'll see here that we've got some exclamation marks. These are things that we need to do. If we've done it, it would be a green tick. And it says straight up here, connect to Google. And you might be tempted to hit that button. After all, it's about being found on Google, but you can't. You can't just click on the button and index in Google because you haven't done enough to warrant it even being seen. There's nothing labeled behind the scenes of the website. It might look pretty at the front, but there's nothing powering it behind the back. So we go to our checklist and it will talk you through everything that you need to do. Update the homepage's title on search engines, go for it. It couldn't be simpler. So what you need to do is your current title, my current title is home / and then restaurant template 1. That's not going to look very good if you go to a Google search page and that's what it shows up, restaurant template 1. Gives you a recommendation based on the keywords, takeaway, Indian restaurant, Bedford. Curry, Indian restaurant, Bedford. Takeaway, Indian restaurant. Okay, so it's 3 of those. There's a duplication, doesn't matter. We can choose whichever one we want. So, for example, I'm going to copy takeaway, Indian restaurant, and Bedford. If I scroll down a bit, you'll see it will give me the option there to go to the editor, which I shall do, and it will then load my website. I'd already have it loaded on another tab, but there's always that option just so that you can see how that button works. If I go back to my other tab here, and I'm back in this screen here where I can look at the different pages, just a reminder of how I got there. Go to the drop down on page, go to manage pages. You'll then open up the options, the 3 dots here afterwards, and we were looking at the home page and we're looking at SEO for it. Okay. So if I scroll down a bit here, what's the page's title and search results and browser tabs? This is what we wanted to change it to. Takeaway, Indian restaurant, Bedford. What it does, what it is, where it is. This is a fairly standard way that you can label a page. And it tells Google what this business is, what this website is about. So when someone is online and they say, put into Google Indian restaurant in Bedford, then of course it can allocate this website as a viable return. Okay, so we've put that in. I'm going to publish that. And once I've published it, I can then go back to my SEO checklist, refresh it, and it will give it a tick. Okay. So we're working through ticks here. Some of them have already got ticks. Homepage is set to be visible in search results. That's fine. Don't need to worry about it. If it wasn't set, it would tell us how to do it. Site is mobile friendly because I've edited it to be mobile friendly. Fantastic. Change the homepage's SEO description. And again, it should give you suggestions on how to do this in a more strategic way than just how you think it should be done. Include at least one of your keywords, and it lists them. Include your business or site name. Keep it between 50 to 320 characters because Google will only show a certain amount of characters. If I then go back to my page here, what's the page about? Add a description. We can think about this and we want to put the keywords as close to the front as possible. So we could put Indian restaurant It's the name of the business. It's also one of our keywords. Indian restaurant offering takeaways, high quality Indian food in an atmospheric, there's a word, in an atmospheric environment. Yeah, so we've got a description there. It's going to be between 50 and 320 characters. We save that, publish it, we go back to our checklist and refresh. And there we go, tick. We're nearly there with the things on the home page here, which is great. Once we have all of those as green ticks, then we'll be able to index it on Google. Don't worry about how to do that, because it will throw up a box here in the middle of the screen and literally talk you through it. Optimize the home page's text, so it gives you ideas of what to do for any red exclamation mark that you have. We've included at least one of our keywords, one of those 3 keywords there in the homepage text, but we haven't, look, edit the page's text to include your business or site name. We haven't done that. So I'd need to then look at the text on the front page of my website and think, okay, well, the name of the business, I've called it Indian Restaurant. Where is it there? It's not. It's not there. I would literally need to add it in. In this case, I can simply go to add and then add text and add in the words Indian restaurant. So there we've got some text. I'll just move it down here. Indian restaurant, because it would seem crazy not to have the name of your business on your website, wouldn't it? Let's publish that and just check that off on our checklist too. There we go. So what you need to do is go down all of the exclamation marks here and make sure that they're turned into green ticks for every single one. Don't leave any of them out at all. When that's done, this will read, well, in this case, it would be 7 out of 7, or it might be 20 out of 20. I've seen 90 out of 90 before. And then your SEO plan will be complete as far as your Wix SEO wizard goes. Once you've done that, then it's a question of moving on to other ideas. And here we go. Step 3, keep improving your SEO. Wix will give you some articles that you can read in order to keep your SEO going. That's the gist of it. Give it time to take effect into Google. It won't happen immediately. It might take days, or it might even take weeks. Google doesn't tend to do things too quickly. But once the SEO wizard is done, keep going back to check. Keep going to improve your keywords. And as I said at the beginning, have a look at my blog. It will give you lots of advice for SEO, not just for this, but for other areas of SEO strategies as well. I hope you found this useful. You can find my SEO, you can find my blog page at www.fullcirclewebsitedesign.co.uk. Thank you.